gotta be Tylo then, because Bop is very small. Bop and Gilly are the two hard ones to reach due to their sphere of influence being so small. If you've seen my video on my Eve mission, you'll know I did make it to Gilly. Okay, that's worth a screenshot. And it was hard. I had to do essentially an orbital rendezvous with it. What's speed now? 3,200 meters a second, and I'm still 5 hours away. 5 hours of accelerating here. And the acceleration's not going quick right now, but it'll speed up. If you watch the Mars Curiosity rover landing, they had that on like Eyes of the Universe, was it? No, maybe application, which was really cool. And when we started watching, an hour out, or maybe it was 2 hours, I don't know, the velocity was seemed to be minimal, and it just kept going up and up and up until it hit the Martian atmosphere, which is what we're going to be doing here with the Julian atmosphere, assuming that's the correct phrasing. Let's see, can I just up this a bit? That's wasting fuel. Do I even have any? I do have some RCS fuel. Not a lot of RCS fuel though. Okay, so we got Tylo coming around, Vall is coming around, that's going to be my target, so. And Lathe is coming around, so Vall is the middle of the moons there. Small looking, but yeah, you really can't tell, of course. There's all sorts of great pictures of Saturn and its various moons, and until Phil Plait, the bad astronomer, tells you which one is closer, you often can't guess unless you happen to know their sizes offhand. I don't know these sizes offhand, so it sounds like Vall is around 300 kilometer radius. Let's just check out Lathe for interest's sake. Wow, that's 487 kilometer radius. Tylo, somehow it wants me to edit. Oh, it's trying to edit the pictures. 600 kilometers. Wow, Tylo's huge. Cool. Tylo's the same size as Kerbal, essentially. And Vall is then about half the size of Kerbal, so it's still going to be quite a gravity well. Wow, Tylo must be really challenging. That could be a fun one. Even just to get in orbit around it and scope it out. But we're here to do science, so the maximum number of encounters is the better. If I happen to, that's why I'm doing a Lathe encounter. I'm not very close. 2 million meters, 2,000 kilometers away. That's decent. Anyway, enough talking. Let's come in a little bit. Oh, wait. I wanted to actually fix this. That was the reason I was doing this. No, that's the wrong way again. Fuel situation. Tons of fuel. Tons! Kidding, of course. It's not the tons I'd like. Looking at thrust to weight ratio too. Under 1, because Jool is massive. Actually, let's look up the Jool while we're spinning here. The Jool parameters. Jool is 6,000 kilometers in radius, so it's 10 times bigger than Kerbal. It's actually the same size as Earth. Very close to the same size as Earth. Everything's kind of scaled down in Kerbal Space Program, if you're not aware. The Kerbals are very small. The only thing that's probably regular size is the trees and grass on Kerbal, and I don't have the graphics power because my dying graphics processor to actually turn that stuff on and record. So, but everything's scaled down. The Kerbal's about 1/10 the size of Earth, and interestingly, then Jool is about the correct size of Earth, which is awesome. I never knew that. Possibly you didn't either, and we are all learning together. Learning. Right, so fixing. route and still have some velocity in the system to mess with. Actually, should I check his... Did he have to aerobrake multiple times? Aerobrake, after aerobrake. Yeah, he aerobraked in, so he was... And I don't know how fast he was coming in. Oh, can I see that? Sorry about this. I know you can't see. So 5,000 kilometers out, he was going 3,500 meters a second. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Not enough pictures in his story, which is fine. But when he was done aerobraking, he was at Lath's distance, and I don't want to be. I want to be out further, so I'm going to actually aerobrake it maybe. Let's try 117. That might maybe leave me out a little bit further. And again, this could all change, so I might have to be... I'm sure it's going to change. I'm going to have to be fixing it as we go. But we're on the dark side of Jool, but... Oh, that's really neat. I love the way that light works. Dark side of Jool, but that's Vall there. So getting a fairly decent look at it. Is there a better camera view? I don't know. These... I want to rotate, up to the ecliptic, or the... Yeah. That's the view, more the view I want. So this is the first view where we're coming in for our Lathe encounter, and we can also, this is probably about the closest we're going to get to Vall at this point. Speed 4,000 meters a second. I think I'm coming a whole lot hotter than... How did he do his encounter? He might have... No, he aerobraked it. He came in... I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, maybe I need to kill more speed, so I need to bring this down a bit. I am sure his said that he was... Here he is at 52,000 kilometers out. Oh, that's K, so 52K. I'm at 35K. Okay, no, I think we're doing okay then. Just, I still haven't exited out and come back in to fix those things, so... Maybe I should do that now, just for fun, because I think I kind of want these numbers. I know I've got them here, but anyway, hang on, I'll be right back. There we go. Quick fix. Camera, auto. Everything's still sitting here okay. Good. Still want to point retrograde. I don't know how the ship... How did they determine that the ship should be flipped around just by coming back in? Who knows? Awesome. Okay, we're gonna... Whoa! This is getting awesome. Oh, geez, don't warp at all. This is great. Get some seriously cool stuff going on here. Yeah, of course, it seems like I'm coming in really under it, but that must be... I am. It's not going to gravitationally affect me much. 16 seconds till encounter. Oh, and there's a good look at the full sun side of Vall at the moment. We're going to have an eclipse here at some point soon, too. Okay, we must have switched sphere of influences now. Orbiting Lathe, yep. 300 some seconds till periaps, but I'm going to warp from out here. That's still looking good. So we're on an escape. Where would it, now that we have enough conics, where would we end up then? Okay. The conics. This is not the first time this has happened to me with the drunken conics, but that's a good one. Alright. Awesome. Someday I'd like to land there for sure. That would be a fun time. I think I'm going to have a heck of a time landing on Vall over there. What? Sorry to have to look this up again. Duna was about the same size? 320 kilometers. So Duna was a little bit bigger. Of course, I don't have an exact value for Vall. It says greater than 300 kilometers. Thanks. Duna had a little bit of atmosphere. Honestly, if you watch the video, you know where I landed the previous video in the rescues and stuff about how high up I was. So there was practically no aerobraking going on at all. That's probably one of the reasons why I died a couple times or crashed a couple times. Yeah, so not a whole lot known about Vall. I feel like if I knew more math and physics, we could be determining these sorts of things. Hey, there's Tylo and Vall. Neat. Didn't realize that was both of them there. And soon we'll have Lathe come around that side as well. So what's our periapse time? 4,000 seconds. Okay, we got some time. Just realizing maybe I better... Oh, good. Wow. Point retrograde anyway. The old optimism of... Well, that's actually pessimism, isn't it? Saying, oh, maybe I'll have to burn and correct things if I'm not come in far enough, but... $10 minutes, 10.5 minutes until periapse. I don't have any idea what height the atmosphere starts. We'll potentially find out because it's going to start dropping my time warps here. Oh, cool. Surface features or clouds or something. Neat. That looks awesome. Time 190 seconds, just over 3 minutes. No atmosphere yet. There it is. We just got green. So at 136 is start of atmosphere. Speed is now coming down. This must be an awfully thick atmosphere. I'm going 10,800 meters a second. This is at 1 times speed. I'm 129 kilometers up, and this is how fast I'm going. Awesome. Love it. Oh, I should have been checking where those moons went. They're probably now set. I probably could have got something awesome with them. They were all 3 almost in the same line. Oops. Okay, speed. Apoapse. Apoapse is coming into the system. Time to periapse, 22 seconds. I'm going to more pessimistically again say, oh shit. This could come in too much. Perhaps 8 seconds. That is quite the atmosphere. Still at 10,400 meters a second. We're within BOP. Oh. Ah, Of course, I can't do anything. That's a Tylo encounter. Are we coming back out? Yes, we are. We're coming back out. Another Tylo encounter? Yep. Of course, what I'd really like is a Vall encounter. And is there anything I can do to make that happen? There's a Lathe encounter. Oh, and a Vall encounter. Oh, I wish I could. There's going to be something I can do when I come up out of here. I'll just be able to increase a little bit of speed. Back to Lathe encounter. Shoot, too much aerobraking. Coming up out. Okay, we are pretty much, I think, out of the atmosphere. Yeah, we are out. That is a thick atmosphere. What happened with that camera? Cool. Might I just say, too, my ship looks awesome. In my opinion. Okay. Okay, we're at Vall. That didn't take that much fuel to bring it back up. 600 kilometers. What happens if I... Good, bringing down. Say around 100 kilometers. Try to circularize there and then see what's... see what the surface looks like, see what's going on there. Honestly, I have no idea myself, so... And we have a bit of fuel for circularizing and possibly landing. Worst comes to worst, Kensky and Jober may be stuck in the Julian system. How bad could that really be? Okay, so when do we get a rise? It's going to be a while till those moons rise. Looks like we're going to get Lathe first, but it shall look awesome. So 10,000 meters a second. These are just, speeds that I'm not used to for any sort of orbital parameters, except for when you're out in interplanetary space. Those are normal speeds. To think about, like, when you have to go to Moho, say, it's at 12,000 meters a second, so even Eve is up over 11,000. So anyway, but to actually be in a system and going that speed, like if you were in the Kerbal system going 10,000 meters a second, that'd be crazy. Okay. I'm going to speed up until we get a moonrise. We should get a Lathe rise here pretty soon. BOP is somewhere out there too. Probably wouldn't get to see it. Okay, there it's coming. Okay. We still have 22,000 seconds till we're at Apple Apps. How long until encounter? 4 hours, 35 minutes. Good thing about these speeds in the system, doesn't take long to get anywhere. Already dropped to 7,300 meters a second though. 6 hours till I hit an Apple Apps out there. Okay. That's if I do nothing, doesn't say what my new Perry apps would be. I think because it's so deep in that it's counting as 0, potentially. Oh, there's Bop down there. Okay, I wonder if we could see Bop. Okay, Bop should be up. There it is. You can see a little flickering down just below the ecliptic plane there. That's cool. That's actually my first sighting of Bop. No, it isn't. I've seen all 4 moons out from a distance, but it was just a twinkling back then as well. So really I haven't seen much of Bop. Just a twinkle. Okay, we're about to get a Vall rise. There it is. Looking much smaller from out here, and there shouldn't be too long until a Tylo rise right afterwards. So now that I know some of the parameters, knowing that Tylo is about the same size as Kerbal, and Vall is about half maybe, you'd think, oh, Tylo's maybe a little bit closer, but no, in fact it's further out, it's just bigger. So it's 62, 37, so it's a good distance out further too, eh? But it looks bigger. Okay, that's all the moon rises we're going to get. All 4 moons are somewhere in this shot. Did I get? Yep, Bop is still shimmering away there, so neat. All 4 moons and the planet, one shot. Boy, awful close there. Just want to point out, I was just thinking how lucky I am that I got a Vall encounter essentially right after my aerobrake. You know, normally I think you would typically, statistically speaking, have to aerobrake and then orbit around a little bit. You go back out to your apps, fix your Perry apps so you're not aerobraking anymore. Yeah, I was chock full of encounters there. I had a Tylo encounter as well. They just happened the way they lined up. They were all essentially perfectly lined up for encounters for after my aerobraking. So I had a Tylo encounter, followed by a Vall encounter, followed by more. Oh, it was Leif, then Vall, then Leif. It's just crazy. Okay, something's going to happen here with eclipsing. Coming awful close to Leif as well. Good thing I'm not interacting with it. Got all 4 moons in this shot as well. Leif is about to eclipse these 2, which is kind of neat. Oh shoot. Hey. Shit. Son of a... the conics... No encounter. Why? Why for you are doing that? Oh, this is my fuel. Arr. Arr. Well, here's a piece of space junk I was hoping not to have. Although, interestingly, it'll potentially burn up in Jool. Oh, no, probably not. That's going to be its periapts. Got some weird things going on with my conics. Not the least of which is the fact that it missed that I was going to have a lathe encounter. Not that I'm upset about it, of course. Where's my... There's what I want. And leave some junk in orbit. Can't actually... Where's the junk? There's the debris there. I have to get in pretty close to see its orbit. Anyway, we'll see it more after the encounter here. So you see how I fixed the encounter anyway. I saw that I was coming in. I wanted my periaps to be as low or high away as possible, so I went rad plus to burn kind of this direction away from the planet to bring my periaps out. And then I was able to fix it so my Vall periaps is back to where it was before, but a stupid encounter. Okay, let's just at least get out of this system and... Well, this is the closest I'm going to get. Maybe I take a photo. Oh, that's actually pretty there too, so not the worst thing in the world. But I'm already on my lander stage. Didn't think about the inclination. I guess I don't mind a slightly inclined orbit, but I'd rather kind of... How much fuel do we have? Lots of fuel here if I'm not thinking of landing. Let's bring down the warp. I think it's less fuel to fix it here, but that doesn't seem to be working, but it's bringing it in closer. No, it's going back out again. I'm going to leave it for now. So you saw there was initially a Vall eclipse of Tylo, which was pretty cool. It was it looked like a full eclipse, although it was pretty far away. Wish I had some binoculars. And then Tylo came out, and then now, as we're getting closer, there's going to be an eclipse again, which is pretty cool. Orbital stuff is fun. Yeah, so how long do we have? 8 minutes till we're there. Now, my worry, if you look at my speed, and then you remember that this thing was, what, 20-some hundred meters a second, and my speed's increasing, how much is it going to be to circularize? Let's circularize out here. Is it going down? It's going down, right? So obviously I have nowhere near that kind of delta V. Shoot. Oh no. Okay, it's going to drop much more as I get close. Please, please. This is what you get for not thinking everything entirely through. Now why did that get so messed up? It shouldn't have been that. I'm retrograde. Huh. So how many of you were all along knowing that that was going to be an issue? That is something, it doesn't matter when you're coming into land on a planet, whether you're retrograde or prograde, if you're orbiting that planet. It sure matters if you're trying to link up with one of the moons, whether you're retrograde or prograde. That's essentially what it's saying, why my delta V is so high. I essentially need to stop and then go back the other direction. So this is just going to be a passover then. There's no possible way I could stop here. If it had an atmosphere, I could potentially aerobrake and have that slow me down enough to capture me in a retrograde orbit of the moon, but as far as I know, how long do we have here? 2 minutes. As far as I know, there's no possible way for that to occur. I might as well save fuel for whatever we're going to end up doing next, since I now don't know. Oh, and I see something flickering down there too. I wonder if it's something interesting. There's a lot of flickering things going on, so perhaps not. Of course, one of my goals coming here would be to find an Easter egg. I actually have no idea if there's any Easter eggs on Vall or any of the moons here. So it's one thing I try to avoid reading too much about those. The moon, of course, got a little saturated with seeing things about it, and okay, now the camera angle's bugging me again. That's better. For whatever reason, this is the angle I like to be when I'm flying over a planet. quickly kind of, I don't know, look back and forth. We're 100 kilometers out, so there's probably a good chance we're not even going to see anything. So, just trying to think, what should my plan be now? Perhaps we shouldn't have pointed up. We are there. Go off. It's going to be dark. Not really going to be able to see much. Nope. That's kind of nice there, though. Whee! I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. Not going to be able to see much more. I've now double the altitude. Why is that still going? Oh, it's still just bouncing around. I can't look behind me to see Jober. Sorry, Jober, you made an error. That's neat. You can see all the ships on the inner system. Okay, so when I get to apoapse now, I'm going to have to fix the periapse so it's not in the system. I'll try to leave my apoapse out so I can still have encounters with other planets. Periapse. Yeah, whoops. Prograde. There's Lathe and nice. Good view for a prograde burn. What did the atmosphere start at again? 150 or so? Okay. Could have been checking to see if I was getting any moon encounters. Well, I'm going to take a break. I don't know how many episodes. This probably gets split into 2 episodes. So I hope you enjoyed me getting to the Jool system. Maybe not. Maybe this could be 1. I don't know. Might do a lot of skipping and such, and I forgot to record for a bit, so that helps. Time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series, and learning from my mistakes is one of the main things. Yeah. So, come back again soon. I'm going to be gone for Thanksgiving weekend, so there might be some light videos. I'm happy my video card's working enough. It's very loud. I hope you can't hear it. I hope it's not distracting. But I am going to be starting, I think, to save for a new computer, despite not having a job. We'll figure out how to make it work. Thanks for watching. My name is Martin. See you soon.